Hey, welcome back to another episode of Simple Truth Television. Today is June 21st, 2023. Actually, it's July 21st, 2023. Excuse me. Okay, so there's a couple of things I want to talk about. We've been doing absolutely amazing on Patreon in baseball. You know, baseball is really difficult to decode, but since the All-Star game, I think that was the last time I did a live stream video. I don't think I haven't gotten a pick wrong since the All-Star game. And I know a lot of you who are not on the Patreon might think that I'm lying. I'm going to show you guys the slips and all the receipts and all the comments and all the notes so you can see it for yourself. The All-Star game was what? July 11th? I think it was, around that time. And today's the 21st. Like 10 days I haven't missed. I know it's hard to believe, but it's the truth. Also, I just heard that the famous podcaster Gillie the Kid, his son was shot and killed today. I don't know too much about this personality, but we could do a live decode on it right now. We could read some other articles. There's not a lot of information out yet because it looks like it just happened. Somebody just sent me a direct message on Instagram and told me about it. So this could be breaking. I mean, it is breaking news, but I don't know if it's gonna be reported by any major outlet like TMZ or CNN. So we shall see. Maybe tomorrow, or actually today, later on today, one of those main news outlets reports more information on it. Because right now, all I know is that he had 5 children. He had one son who went by the name Cheese, and the other one called Mac, like mac and cheese. Very creative the way he named his kids. But the one who was supposed to be shot and killed was Cheese. So they got rid of Cheese and left the Mac. And yeah, we'll talk about that at the end. We'll do some more digging, see what else we can find. All right, so look at this. Today is the 54th year anniversary since the moon landing, which happened on the 201st day of the year, of course, on July 20th, 1969. And if you take a look at the box score today, look how many 54s played. 54 was a huge number in sports today. Look at this. The Diamondbacks, they stayed on 54 wins and lost to the Braves on the 54th anniversary of the moon landing. Today, the Brewers, they picked up their 54th win against the Phillies, the 54th win of the season. And the Brewers manager, the Phillies manager, he picked up his 90th career loss. And gematria of Phillies equals 90 and Brewers equals 90. I think his name is Rob Thompson. You can look up his coaching record. Right now it says he has 89, but he just picked up his 90th today. And just using the alphabetical order, Phillies and Brewers, they both have gematria of 90. All right, so perfect opponent to pick up his 90th loss on the 54th anniversary of the moon landing, of course. The Giants, they lost to the Reds, and they stayed on 54 wins on the 54th anniversary of the moon landing. The Blue Jays, they picked up their 54th win against the Padres. There was only 154 on the board that didn't play, and that was the Cubs game. What else? Let's see. Yeah, this game right here, the Cardinals could have lost and picked up their 54th loss, but this was the only game where the 54 did not play. But if you notice, the Astros, out of all teams, right, this is the game that left for last. This was the last game of the day, right? The team with the rocket logo from Houston wins 3-1, with Houston equals 31 on the 54th anniversary of the moon landing. This was definitely the best game of the board, but the Astros were big favorites, so you had to win. You had to bet a lot of money to win little money, but this was the closest thing to a lock. All right, so now let me just show you guys our record since the All-Star game, and something we nailed the All-Star game as well. Something that I made a video about publicly here for free. We got the home run derby incorrect, but we nailed the All-Star game. All right, the National League picked up their 44th all-time win against the American League in Seattle, where Seattle equals 44. Of course, the American League, they stayed on 47 wins on the 47th parallel, because next year they're going into Arlington, which equals 47, and to play the Nationals at the Rangers Stadium. And we know Rangers equals 44. If you've been listening to the YMW Melly case, it's been broadcasted on YouTube. I think they're on their 17th day, which is interesting because that's a number that we spoke about when we first covered this, when it first began, I think last month. Remember, YMW equals 17. The word rap equals 17. He has the number 17 tattooed on his face. This is the guy born on May 1st on the Illuminati's birthday, on the Illuminati's 223rd birthday. You can actually bet on whether or not he's going to be convicted of the double murder case that he's fighting. And right now, the guilty is at a negative 180 and the not guilty is at a plus 140. You know what's interesting about this? If he is convicted, remember, his name, Jamel Demons, equals 201, like the Jesuit order, like Order of Illuminati, and like capital punishment, right? He's facing the death penalty. And it was yesterday on July 20th, the 201st day of the year, that the prosecutor began deliberating. Look at this. Oh, well, the jury began deliberations in a double murder case on the 201st day of the year? Really? Wow. It doesn't look too good for Jamel Demons, I'll tell you that much. Like I said, if you want to bet on this, it's just unbelievable that they you can bet on stuff like this, and it's because this stuff is all part of the big network. And you know what else I read? I read that the court case that's trialing him it's considered the 17th court in Florida. I gotta look it up. I gotta make sure. I want to be accurate when I say this. Let me see. So YMW Melly's trial. Let's see if you can just Google it. It comes up. At the, I think, 17th Judicial Circuit. Okay. So yeah. So they're on I think their 17th day. Okay, so look what it says right here. So this right here. It's actually Wikipedia. So yeah, we can open this up. It says here, the trial of YMW Melly, the state of Florida versus Jamel Demons, is an ongoing American criminal case in Florida's 17th Judicial Circuit, in which rapper Jamel Demons, commonly known as by his stage name YMW Melly, is charged with murdering his two friends, Anthony Williams and Christopher Thomas, October 2018. I made a separate video about this, a big ritual. 84 days after his Murder on My Mind video came out, his friends ended up dead in a drive-by shooting. When drive-by shooting equals 84 and 213, and then on 213 of the following year, he turned himself in. And we know drive-by shooting is also 213. Like death. Alright, so go look up that video if you haven't seen, if you want to learn more about this. When this case is over, we'll revisit it and we'll talk about everything else that happened. I mean, just think about it. On the 201st day of the year, another 201, the deliberations began for the jury. And again, capital punishment is equals 201. So, you know, if he loses this case, he could face the death penalty. And I think that is very possible. So this negative 180 looks really good right now. All right. It's just, it's unfortunate. I think since July 9th, I think this was the only thing I got wrong. This whole month. Well, actually before this, I got a couple of picks wrong. But I think from July, like I said, July 11th to now, I haven't got anything wrong. It's unbelievable how people still debate this stuff. People still wonder whether it's real or not. People still question how good I am at this. This is a guy named Conspiracy Joey, who's a piece of shit fraud, who doesn't know anything about anything. left a comment under one of my videos saying that I'm not good at this. Conspiracy Joey. You're literally like the worst decoder on the planet. Like I don't even understand why people even like whatever. I don't want to give that guy no shout out. I mean, that guy's just the worst of the worst. Conspiracy Joey. All he talks about is, oh look, 33. That guy doesn't know shit about nothing. All right, so yeah, we got this wrong. We had Mookie Betts. I did a parlay. You know, I also said in that video I wouldn't bet anything over $25 because Mookie Betts was such a long shot. I mean, I'm plus 1,600. But out of all of the contestants, he was the only one that I even found anything interesting with numbers. I mean, everybody else, it was like, eh. So this was the home run derby was a long shot, and the numbers, you know, indicated that the odds. Now the National League, I also, you know, I said this was, I wasn't gonna get both wrong, so this was looking really nice. Another underdog, because again they picked up their 44th win in Seattle. But look, we got the All-Star game correct, right? We did a separate sheet, right? We nailed the National League. We got the money back from the other $25 and more. All right, so we got that. We also on July 14th, we had the Red Sox to beat the Cubs. I mean, you could if you go on the box score, pause the video, go on the box score, go to July 14th, and you see who won. All right, the Red Sox play the Cubs, and you see for yourself if the Red Sox defeated the Cubs or not. We had the Red Sox winning. Pause the video, you can read the decode there. This was the parlay. I don't remember if the Miami Marlins won this game. I think they didn't. So I think I missed the Marlins this game. But we got the Red Sox. So let's see. What else? Yeah, the Red Sox. Oh, yeah. Well, the box score is right here. The Red Sox beat the Cubs 8-3. Right? On July 15th, the Yankees played the Rockies. Big 1-11 ritual. The Rockies starting pitcher became 1-11 in his career against New York. We got the WNBA game correct, and I think I made a video about this saying that I was gonna give it out for free, and I chose not to because I went with the underdog on this one, and the underdog was a plus 400. They were 6-point underdogs. I don't remember what the exact odds were, but they was huge underdogs, and you know the FanDuel didn't allow you to bet on this game, but there were other bookies that did. And I think Deshaun Fitz, he said he found a bookie that will allow him to bet it back in Michigan. So, yeah, we had Team Stewart, which is Breonna Stewart's team, and they upset it. Who was it? So whoever they was playing. I'm not too familiar with WNBA. So whoever they was playing, they defeated. Team Stewart beat. What is it? I'll look it up. WNBA All-Star Game. Team Wilson. Team Wilson. So Team Stewart beat Team Wilson. Team Wilson was the favorite, 6-point favorite. And we went with the underdog, and we got that right. You know, I usually don't say MLB lock. I don't use that word a lot. But there are certain games that are just locks. So this game, the Giants were playing the Pirates, and we had the Giants because their road record that day, they were 25-19 on the road. And their next opponent was the Cincinnati Reds. And notice in Gematria, Reds equals 19 and 26 in the reduction ciphers. So they became 26 and 19 on the road, heading into Cincinnati to play the Reds. And that day also, their manager, the Pirates manager, Derek Shelton, he picked up his 294th career loss. And notice in Gematria, San Francisco Giants equals 294. We killed this series because I think the Pirates lost the last 2 games of the series. And once I saw he had 292 losses, I said, look, if he loses the next 2, he'll have 294. And that's perfect because San Francisco Giants equals 294. And that's exactly what happened. All right, so another winner. This is a 3-team parlay. I think the only one I got incorrect in this one was the Dodgers, the underdog. Hey, Giants win. And like I said, I don't usually say that word lock, but that was a lock. It was looking really nice. I wish all the riddles were like that, but they're not. This game right here, July 17th, 2023, the Marlins defeated. The Marlins played the Cardinals. The Cardinals defeated the Marlins, and the Marlins fell to 3-2 on the year against the Cardinals. Marlins equals 32 on the day with 32 numerology. All right. Another time I guaranteed a parlay. I don't usually do that, but this was the parlay that I guaranteed on July 17th. Guaranteed parlay. I don't even use that word a lot. I don't use that word at all. But like I said, but sometimes some things look too good. On July 17th, the Cardinals, like I said, beat the Marlins, and the Yankees lost to the Angels that day. Look it up. You'll see it for yourself. And that was a decent parlay. Look at the odds. -108, -134. All right, Cardinals. Oh, look, this person placed the bet. Look, Cardinals and Angels. He placed a two-team parlay. Made a whole lot of money. And I want to give a shout out to this person. His name is Major. He's on Instagram. He goes by the username Major. This guy always sends me a courteous tip. I appreciate you, my brother. If we had more people like you, I will have my studio by now. I would have taken this to the next level. But unfortunate, a lot of people are pieces of shit who like to take advantage of other people's capabilities and use them for their benefit and not support them at all. You know, the minute I start losing, all the fakes leave. When I start winning, people say that I'm begging for tips or, oh, we already paid you $10. Well, we have to pay you tips. We already gave you $10. People are just, I don't want to curse too much because I want to get these videos monetized. I need some type of income. But, people like you, this is why, I'll send you the parlays. I'll give you the advice. I'll give you the one-on-one, advice because you deserve it. We have people like you who win and are not, pieces of crap. I look out for you. I look out for people like you. All right, God bless you and thank you so much, my brother. All right. July 18th, the White Sox versus the Mets. This was another 68 ritual. The Mets beat the White Sox, became 6-8 all time against the Mets. No, the White Sox lost to the Mets, became 6-8 on the 68-day numerology. Here it is. The White Sox were 6-7, became 6-8 on the big 68 numerology. This was the parlay that day. We had the Mets and Phillies. And again, this is his ticket. This is the guy Major. I asked him to send me a screenshot of his ticket just so I can post it so people can see that the parlays are being cashed. That I'm not just saying that I'm winning. I'm actually, because not everybody's on the parlay tier. He gets the parlays because he's always sending me a tip, so I'll send him the parlays for free. He placed the parlay. He had the Phillies, the Mets, and he also had the Mets separately. See, he's a smart bettor. Right, the parlay hit and the individual bet hit. He made a whole bunch of money. Right, July 19th, the Dodgers play the Orioles. The Dodgers became 11-7 against the Orioles all time. Notice Dodgers equals 117. Nice little underdog here. We also parlayed that with the Mets, and guess what happened? We won. And, people like Rick Sports who are always critical of me, always criticizing me, always saying negative things about me. I even convinced him to send me a tip. He sent me a $10 tip today, something he has never done since the time he joined my Patreon. And look what he wrote. He wrote, what do you feel is a good amount of money to tip? And when I saw this, I couldn't even believe it. I was like, what the fuck is going on? I was able to convince Rick Sports to tip me. Man, that shows you that you're doing a good job. War mentality, he wrote, damn, you're killing them. Like to see anyone win against these motherfuckers. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because this stuff is hard. MLB is a difficult sport to master. I think this was today, right? Yeah, July 20th, which is, actually yesterday. Like I said, Rob Thompson picked up that 90th loss. Brewers equals 90, Phillies equals 90. On the 54th year anniversary, the Brewers picked up their 54th win, just like the Astros did. The only thing, today I went with the Tampa Bay Rays. I mean, I should have never did that. because the riddle wasn't that solid. I saw what they did on the 34-day numerology. They lost 3-4 or 4-3. Tampa Bay Rays equals 43. The starting pitcher became 3-4 34 days before his birthday. I did see that before the game, but I didn't think that was strong enough. So, but I should have just stood away from this game. I should have parlayed the Brewers with what was the other pick? The Astros. This was yesterday. We had the Baltimore Orioles versus the Mets, right? I think I said that. Here it is. Yeah, we had the. No. Oh, here it is. Yeah, this parlay cashed. All right, we had the Orioles and Mets. Another member. He placed $100. And you can tell this is a different member because he doesn't cover how much he bet it or how much he wins. He put $100 on my parlay and won $342. Meanwhile, remember this is only $10 a month. The parlays are charged $100 a month or $20 a day. So if you want to just to try it out today, you can pay $20 and I'll send you a two-team parlay. And look, this guy sent me $20 and he turned 100 into 342. So basically he invested 120 and he still made $220. Smart guy. And like I said, I couldn't believe it, so I posted it. I posted that Rick Sports sent me a tip, a $10 tip. I couldn't believe it. This guy is always saying negative things about me, but great work on your recent streak. Yeah, I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. And like I said, we had a different bet. Look, this was something that I did separately. This is my ticket. I bet it on the Astros, big favorite, but the riddle was so solid that I said, you know what, I'll risk $220 to make 100. It's 100 that I know I'm gonna make on the 54th anniversary of the moon landing. Come on, and of course the Brewers, right? So if you guys see, since the All-Star game, we probably got like one pick wrong, and that was like on a parlay, right? But all my straight bets has been on the money. That's like what, since the 11th. What was that? 12 days and plus the parlays is like 15 and 0. Well, you can say 15 and 1. I'm gonna correct that on the title of the video. I wrote 15 and 0. I'm gonna say 15 and 1. And a lot of them has been underdogs. Like today, we had the Brewers at an underdog price, a WNBA game, and so many others. All right, so I don't usually promote my Patreon anymore because, like somebody asked me why I don't make videos showing my streak. It's because I don't want a lot of people on there. If you're a piece of shit who just wants to, just make money and then whenever we lose, you want to talk shit, I don't want you on there. I want people who are interacting with each other, who are sharing notes, who are being positive, and if we do go on the cold streak, are not there trolling and talking shit. The only reason I tolerate Rick Sports is because I know deep inside he means well. Because when I do good, he says he congratulates me. So it's not only negativity, but there are certain people that it don't matter how good you do, they'll never say nothing positive. And those are the people I don't want. And I feel like there's a lot of people like that, and I'd rather just have the small group of people that I have, and then so be it. But that's that for the sports stuff. Yeah, more proof and evidence of how rigged the stuff is. At one point, this game was the Astros led 2-1. We know Moon equals 21. Oh, and the White Sox game. This was even though this wasn't a 54 ritual, this was a big Moon ritual because in gematria Moon equals 57 and 51. Mets equals 57 and 51. White Sox stayed on 57 losses. Mets picked up their 51st loss on the anniversary of the moon landing. Moon 51 is 57. So all of these games were attributed to Apollo 11. And look at this. This was a few years ago. Look at this. Out of this world. Houston Astros celebrate Apollo 11 night with 11 runs and 11 strikeouts. Wow, what a coincidence. Now let's talk about this rapper stuff. You know what I'm gonna do? Because I don't want to give you guys a half decode on this. Because I know a lot of you are probably fans of this man. This man has a lot of followers. I'm gonna wait for the official reporting to happen tomorrow. Because I don't even know that's his son's real name. I know he goes by Cheese, but I don't know his birth name. Hopefully the article that will come out will say more about him. And I'll give you guys a separate video, a proper decode, and we'll look at what happened to Cheese. Because now he has the Mac with no cheese. And then we know that he's 38 years old right now. And we know that number's associated with rapper and death and murder and killing. And I'm wondering if they killed him yesterday on the 201st day of the year, or today that they leave in 163 days left in the year, the 38th part. So there's a lot of stuff that I don't know about this man's son. And like I said in the beginning, if you want to bet on YMW to get convicted and get capital punishment, I would take that bet at negative 180. I don't think YMW is gonna survive that prosecutor. That prosecutor is. She got him by the balls. I did that shit. 84 days after Murder on My Mind. When Murder on My Mind, when Young Nigga World equals 84 and 213. All right, let me just see. Let me see. Gillie the Kid's son shot and killed. Okay, so Vlad TV just put on an article. Let's see what he says about this. So Gillie the Kid's YNG Cheese has reportedly passed away. YNG Cheese. Okay, so his name is not Cheese. He has the YNG in front of his name. Gillie the Kid, he turns 39 10 days from now. He's 38. So the 46 and 35 stands out because Rap has those numbers. Rap is also 17, like YMW. Undrafted. According to reports, rapper and son of Gillie the Kid, YNG Cheese, has passed away. Information surrounding the case, the cause of death, has yet to be confirmed, yet several rumors suggest the rapper was shot and killed. Yeah, so even Vlad TV doesn't have a lot of information on him. Okay, so he was 25 according to this paragraph here. None of this stuff is official because I don't even know what this website is about. But it says here that a man, this is actually the news reporting this. A man, 25, we know death is 25, dead after a triple shooting in Philadelphia's Olney neighborhood. Okay, let's see what this is. Oh, yeah, this is Fox. Okay, so a 25-year-old, death is 25. 8:30. Wow. At the 5800 block of Manskirk Street. We know murder's 83. That at 8:30 on Thursday night. So he did die on the 201st day of the year. Look at that. The 25-year-old victim was shot once in the back. Police rushed him to Einstein Medical Center, where he died within minutes. The other two men suffered wounds that were not life-threatening and are both listed as stable. An active investigation is on the way, though no weapons have been found and no arrests have been made. So according to this reporting, he was shot yesterday at 8:30 on the 201st day of the year. And Thursday equals 35 like Rap and like YNG Cheese. What was the date numerology for yesterday? I know it was a 70 date numerology. Another reason the Astros won. They became 7-0 against the A's. Oh, so they might report his death on the 35th day numerology today. But he died on the 34th day in numerology. Rap is 34 and murder is 34. The 5800 block of Mansker. Master Street, excuse me. Man. 25 years old. July 20th. On Pop Smoke's birthday. Yeah, you know what? I don't even know who's Gillie the Kid's. Like, what is his real name? Like, does he even have like a Wikipedia? I mean, you know, this is what happens when I have a popular podcast. You gotta give up something, man. Something that's priceless. You know, like the life of your son. Oh my gosh, is Gillie the Kid 83 and 56? Yeah, so I'll wait for tomorrow for some other details, and then we could put together a nice presentation for you guys to see. But so far, we know that the kid was 25. We know that he died at 8:30. Well, the shooting happened at 8:30. He died minutes later, they said. And he was shot out at the 5800 block. You know, Freemasonry equals 58, like secret society. And this does look like a ritual and not a actual shooting. Especially him being synced up with a popular podcaster like Gillie the Kid. The only neighborhood. Prayers up for Gillie the Kid after this devastating news. Oh, so his name is Nazir Fard. Okay. No wonder you changed your name. The name Fard, which I think his son is also a Fard, right? Equals 25. Right? His son is dead at 25. And the name Nazir equals 25 and 38, like death. So the perfect age for your son to die while you're 38 and he's 25. And we know Jesus is 61 and 74. All right, so I'll leave it there. I'll definitely come back after they officially report all the details. Fox doesn't have a lot of details on him either, but they do have more than DJ Vlad does. So now he has some mac but no cheese. But he has a favorite podcast. He has a lot of luxury cars, and that's what matters, right? That's what matters to these celebrities. But I'll leave it there, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm definitely going to cover that because he has, like I said, he has a lot of fans, and this is an opportunity to share the work and make it known. Oh, yeah, shout out to KG89. Yeah, 54, that's also a big number in baseball, yeah. So it makes sense for them to pay tribute to the moon landing on the 54th anniversary. Yep. Shout out to Ocho from from Philadelphia. You probably could join us tomorrow when we talk about that Gillie the Kid story. All right, you guys have a great rest of your night. Thank you for joining us. And please share the video, hit the like, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.